So we'll just do a general practice. Of course, listen to your body, come out of poses if it's uncomfortable, reduce the intensity as well, if you need to. And any modifications that you're aware of that are safe and healthy, please try those. So we're going to start by coming into child's pose. So I'm going to bring the feet out, the knees out wide, because I want to work into my chest. And just bring the hands out in front of you and slowly bring yourself towards the mat. And maybe sign out the first few exhales through the mouth. Just slowly bringing your awareness to your body, noticing how you're feeling in this moment. Just bringing your attention to the breath. So let's breathe in for 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4. And just keep going for a few rounds. You can increase it if you want. Be breathing into those parts of the body that need a bit of extra love today. Ready, let's take a deep inhale together. And as we exhale, let's slowly walk the hands over to the right side of the mat. So we're drawing that left glute down towards the feet. So we're stretching into that left side body. So just sit with this for a while. Notice how you're feeling. Listen to your body. And you may find more space with the breath. You may not. That's absolutely fine. And on the next inhale, I want you to lift yourself up and come into downward facing dog, facing towards the right. And just pedal the feet, bend the knees a little bit. Give yourself a nice little stretch. And from here, I want us to come to side plank, lifting that left hand off the mat. So just take your time getting there. So you can stay here, you can drop the right knee, or we can take the left foot forward, bring it back over the right foot, and take it back. Back to over the right foot and forward. So just take a couple more of those. Remember, you can come out of this at any time. When you're ready, take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, we're going to bring ourselves back down into downward facing dog. Taking a couple of moments here, breathing in, breathing out. And then slowly dropping the knees and bringing yourself back into child pose, facing towards the right. Let's take 3 breaths here. When you're ready, slowly bringing yourself back to center. Just noticing how you're feeling, if there's any difference in the right side or the left side. Let's take a deep breath in together. And as you exhale, we're going to slowly walk the hands over to the left side this time. We're breathing into that right side body. And just be mindful of any differences on this side. Drawing that right glute towards the feet. Let's take a deep inhale. Exhale. And as you inhale, let's slowly come up to downward facing dog towards the left this time. So just pedal the feet, bend the knees. Just get a little bit comfortable in this pose. And when you're ready, we're going to come into side plank. Lift that right hand off the mat this time. And you've got the option of taking that right foot forward, top and back. Just taking a couple of cycles of this if you want. And when you're ready, slowly bring yourself back into downward facing dog. Just taking a few moments here. Beautiful. Bring yourself back into that side child's pose. And again, just taking a few moments to see how your body's feeling in this pose. When you're ready, slowly bringing yourself back to center, back into child's pose. And from here, we're going to lift the palms off the mat and the arms. We're just coming onto the fingertips. And just focus on each fingertip one at a time. Just press it into the mat. Breathing into the shoulders, breathing into the ribs here. Let's take a nice deep inhale together. And as you exhale, slowly release the hands to the mat. Just take a moment, see how that feels. Sit with it for a while. If you want, you can reverse the hands so the palms are facing towards the ceiling. So we're externally rotating the shoulder blades. So just notice that feeling. If it's uncomfortable, come out. And let's stay here for 3. Breathe in for 2. Take a deep inhale together for 1. As you exhale, let's take the palms back down towards the mat. When you're ready, I want you to slowly come up on the inhale. Just come to sitting on the heels and let's just draw the knees in together. We're going to inhale as we take the shoulders up towards the ear. Exhale to release. Inhale to lift. Exhale to down. So just flow through a few with your own breath. Not rushing it, just take your time. Breathing in, breathing out. Nice. And taking a few in the opposite direction. Beautiful. And I want you to bring the hand onto the hip and bring yourself to sitting on your knees. So you want the hips to be over the knees, keeping the pelvis nice and neutral. And I want you to inhale as you sweep the arms forward and take your body back. So we're working into the core here. Hold it here and come forward. Take the hands to the waist, bring that right foot forward. And we're going to work into that back hip flex. We're going to start coming forward over that right knee. You can bring the hands there if that helps. Having a nice stretch. Breathing in, Breathing out. So just taking your time with the stretches, listening to your body. And when you're ready, we're going to come back to center. Take the bum back towards the heels. Lift onto the front heel. We're stretching into that right leg now. Just do your version of this. Flexion that right foot to maximize that nice stretch. And then we're going to come back. Bring the hands on the waist. Take that knee back. Sweep the arms forward. Take the body back. Work into the core. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let's come forward. Hands on the waist. Bring that left foot forward. And we're going to stretch into that back leg. Reaching forward with that left knee this time. You can bring the hands onto that left side. Nice stretch here. Let's slowly come back through center and take the bum back towards the heels. And you can lift onto that front heel. So we're stretching into the left leg now. Nice. And I want you to come back, bending into that left knee, hand on the way, bring yourself back. Sweep the arms up and lean back. Hold it here, come forward, sweep the arms behind you, working into the shoulders. Sweep and lean back. Go back forward, sweep and lean back. So just take a few cycles of this. And just breathe in, breathe out. Let's take one more all the way back. And bringing the hands forward, lean back, and come back. So it's hands on the waist, bring that right knee forward. This time we're going to drop that left hand, stabilize that left shoulder. Option 2, lift that back knee on, twist over to the right. So it's quite a nice shoulder stretch. Let's breathe in, breathe out. Deep inhale. And as you exhale, bring that right hand out. I want you to walk the hands on the inside of that right foot, coming into your side lunge. You can have a little go at taking the hands off. You can even have a go at coming to a goddess and taking it all the way to the left like so. And you can tweak through a few of these, just taking it a little bit faster, a bit more energy. Feel free to use the hands. Feel free to mix it up. Try something different. If you fall over, that's fine. I'm getting a bit wobbly. Come back onto that right knee. We're going to frame that front foot. Drop the back knee that's lifted and come back into your neutral knees position. Lift up, bring the hands to the waist. Let's take 3 deep breaths here. This time we're going to bring that left foot forward again. And we're going to bring that right hand to the mat and we stabilize that right shoulder. Sweep that left arm up for a nice twist. Option to lift that back knee. Remember to keep that right scapula nice and strong. So not sinking into that right shoulder. So a nice strong lift. Deep inhale. As you exhale, bring that left foot back to the left hand, sorry, back to the mat. We're going to walk the hands to the inside of the left foot this time, coming into that side lunge. We're going to do the same thing on this side, exactly what you want to do. Listen to your body. Option to sweep from right to left. You can mix it up with the arms if you want to try something different. And like I said, don't worry if you wobble or fall out of it, because you might lose your balance. That's totally fine. Let's do one more on each side. Coming back to that left side. Walk the hands back, frame that foot, drop the back knee, bring that left knee back. We're going to come to lifting the hips up, taking a few breaths here. So just noticing how the body's feeling. We're going to do a little plank sequence after this. And as I said, you can always come into child's pose. You can always change it in a way that suits your body. So just taking a few breaths here, just sit the bum down to the heels and just really rest here for maybe 3 deep breaths. Beautiful. And I want you to meet me in plank pose. You can drop the knees if you want to for this exercise. It's entirely up to you. Otherwise, coming to plank, draw the heels away, bringing the shoulders over the wrists, nice and strong with the core. And we're going to drop the right forearm, drop the left forearm. And we're going to lift that right hand back, left hand back. So we're just going to flip from forearm plank to standard plank. And I want you to keep going. 3, 2, or 1. Come back into plank. Hold it here. Keep it going. Engage the core. Breathe in. You're going to stay here for a little bit longer. You want to mix it up, you can take the left leg out and in. Right leg out. And we're going to stay here together for 5. Keep that pelvis nice and neutral for 4. 3, 2, and on 1, you're going to drop the knees and come into child's pose. We're going to stay in child's pose for a few breaths. So that's quite a strong sequence. We'll do it again. Just bring yourself into child's pose. You can have the arms behind you or bringing them out in front. Take 2 more breaths. And we're going to meet back in our plank pose. So this time, just so you know, we're going to change it slightly. So we're going to come into plank, and I'm going to get you to take the right hand to the heart and drop. Left hand to the heart and drop. Forearm, forearm, lift, lift. Heart, heart, drop, drop. Okay, so it's just adding the heart touch. So bring yourself into your plank pose. Keep it nice and strong. Remember to keep the pelvis nice and neutral. So you're working the core as well. All right, touch the heart, forearm, forearm, up, up. Touch the heart, forearm, forearm, lift, lift. So keep going. And let's keep going for 3, 2, and for 1. Let's finish your last cycle. Come back up to plank. We're going to hold it here. Remember, you can come out of this at any time. If you want to mix it up, take the legs out one at a time. Let's keep going for 3, for 2, for 1, and release. Slowly drop the knees. Come back into child's pose. Just make sure you properly rest for a few breaths. Just do anything else that you need to do. Taking a few more breaths, we're going to meet in our tabletop position. Okay, so when you're ready, bring yourself up into your tabletop. So check your alignment here, and we're going to do our cat-cow breath. So as you inhale, drop the pelvis, draw the belly down, shoulders in, gaze comes up. Exhale, let's reverse that motion. Feel it nice and juicy, nice flows. Just keep going. You can have a go at doing some of these on fingertips, like so. You can take the fingers to point towards the body. It's quite strong on the forearms, that one. And you've got to be careful if you've got hypermobility, you don't strain yourself. So my elbows are double jointed, so I tend to go a bit too far in this one. You can roll a few out from side to side. And if you want, you can drop the forearms and have a little go at baby crow. It's harder than the normal crow, in my opinion, to bring in the knees onto the upper arms at a much lower position. But have a go at it if you want. Otherwise, you can just stay in your cat-cows. That's absolutely fine. Lovely. Let's take 3 more cycles and bring yourself back to your neutral spine. And I want you to take that left leg out. Have a nice little stretch. Bring the bum back towards the heels. You can go forward. Whatever you want. You can come onto the left heel. And then we're going to drop the bum. Check that you're nicely seated. Lift that right arm up and we're going to stretch over to that left foot. So we're working that right side body. So a nice juicy stretch. You can grab hold of the foot if it's available. Let's inhale, sweep that arm all the way back. Shoot the left arm up. Coming into your baby wild thing. Just open the heart. Remember to create that space, drawing the heart up. Let's come all the way back down. Left, right arm lifts. Come into that stretch one more time. And sweep it back. Come into your baby wild thing. Beautiful. And let's come back into our tabletop. Take 2 lovely cat-cow breaths here. And we're going to do the other side. So that right foot comes up, give it a nice stretch on that right side. You can come forward and back. And slowly bring your bum to the mat. Hopefully you're nicely rooted into the mat. And we'll do the same sequence on the other side. So lift that left arm up, stretch over to breath. Feel the breath working. Feel that beautiful energy. Love. Inhale to lift. Take it all the way back to lift up the baby well. And bring the bum back and stretch again. Let's sweep back one more time, baby wild thing. And we're going to meet in. And from here, we're going to lift the knees and hover. Hold it here. And drop. And we're going to work into the glutes. So we're going to lift that left foot off the mat. Bring the knee up. It's almost like you're holding a plate on that left foot. And we're going to pulse it down. Keeping the pelvis nice and neutral. So you want the left glute to be doing the work now. So let's stay here for 5, for 4, for 3, 2, 1. And release. And take it straight to the right side. It's so important to work the glutes. Like I said before, we're getting a lot of us who could be getting snooty glutes. Thin down a little bit more. So let's keep pulsing here for 5. Maybe tap that glute, check it's doing its work. For 3. We've skipped 4, never mind. Let's go straight to 2. And 1. Slowly release. Just drop back into child's pose, just resting the wrists. And we're going to stay here for 3. And we're going to stay here for 2. Stay here for 1. Take a deep inhale. Slowly come up on the next inhale. We're going to tuck the toes under and lift up into downward facing dog. So pedal the feet, bend the knees, find your position. Remember to keep that space between the shoulders. Inhale to lift the heels, exhale to lower. And again. One more time. Let's take 3 lines breaths now. You've got the option of working the triceps. Drop the elbows and lift. So your choice. You can stay here or you can work the triceps. It's up to you. But just check your alignment. That your dog doesn't become lazy if you're doing this. And let's come back to downward facing dog. Pedal the feet, bend the knees, take a deep inhale. As you exhale, take the gaze between the hands. Slowly walk the feet towards the hands. We're going to come into our ragdoll. So you can use it as a chance to rest the arms, wrists swinging out, shake the head, nod the head. That you need to do is take your time. Breathing in, breathing out. Slowly grab whatever's available, the toes, the knees, the shins. We're going to inhale to lift, exhale to lower. Take a few more. Remember to bend the knees here if it's hard on the hamstrings. Just hang here for a little bit longer. You're ready? Slowly coming up. All the way up. You can take the hands up, come onto the tiptoes, have a nice juice body stretch. And release. Lovely. Take your shoulder rolls. I want you to bring the hands to the heart center. And I want you to take the gaze over to the right, stretching into the neck. Come back through center, take it over to the left. Just take a couple more on each side. Back to center. And we're going to bring the hand on the right shoulder, left hand on the right side of the face. We just stretch into the right side of the neck. Just stay here for 3, 2, 1, and release. And switch it up to the other side and just take a few moments. Beautiful. And let's meet in Tadasana. You can bring your feet together or keep them apart. Lift the toes up, spread them out. Shoulders away from the ears, arms by the side. You're going to inhale to rise. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale to lift. Exhale, step back into plank pose. Take a deep inhale. Exhale as you lower it down. Elbows in towards the body. Open the heart. Downward facing dog. Deep inhale. As you exhale, take the gaze between the hands. Step or walk feet to hand. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale to rise through Hastasana. Exhale to come back into Tadasana. Breathing in, breathing out. You're going to come into chair pose. You can adjust the feet if you need to. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. We're going to inhale as we dip and sweep. So remember, you're engaging the quads here, nice and strong with the core. You can sink a little deeper if it's available. Breathing in, breathing out. Keep that active energy through the fingers. Let's take a deep inhale together. Exhale together. One more inhale. Exhale to fold. Coming into Uttanasana. Inhale for your halfway lift. Ardha Uttanasana. As you exhale, let's step back into plank pose. Take a nice deep inhale here. Exhale, let's lower it down through chaturanga. Drop the knees if you need to. Downward facing dog. You're going to inhale that right leg in the air. I want you to bend the right knee, bring the right foot between the hands. We're going to drop that back knee, sweep up for our low lunge. And as you exhale, I want you to bring the hands to heart center. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, breathe all the way out through the mouth. We're going to inhale to lift up into warrior two. Bending into that right knee. Adjust yourself. Sweep the arms up. Take the gaze over the right fingertips. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let's flip the palm. Reverse the warrior. Come back. Warrior two. Flip and reverse. Let's come back to warrior two. Take the right elbow to the right knee. Sweep up your side angle bend. Option to release that right arm working into the core. Breathe in. Inhale, lift up. Let's come into triangle pose. Reach the right fingers forward. Take that right hand towards the mat. Left arm goes up. Breathing in, breathing out. Check your alignment here. Draw that left hip back. You can lift that right hand up if you need to. Doesn't have to be on the mat. Let's take a deep inhale. Exhale. Let's inhale, come all the way back to warrior two, bending into that right knee. Lovely. Breathe in, breathe out. From here, I want you to bring the hands to heart center. You can have them at prayer or just have them laying flat on the heart. And I want you to bring yourself into goddess pose, fanning out the left toes this time, sinking a little deeper. Let's release the arms out wide. Let's take it over to the right and the left, the right and the left. You can take it into your low lunge if you want to go deeper. Feel free to do whatever you want with your arms, whatever you need. Lovely. Come back into goddess pose, and we're going to hold it here and pulse for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Come back into warrior pose. Now you've got the option of framing that front foot and coming straight into down dog, or you can frame that front foot and have a go at crow pose. It's your choice. Downward facing dog. And let's take 3 lines breaths here. Beautiful. Feel that breath in the back of the body as well. So you're not just sinking the heart down. Nice strong spine. Nice strong pelvis. Breathe in. Breathe out. You've got the option to drop the elbows, working into the triceps. For 3, for 2, and for 1. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, take the gaze between the hands. Step, walk, or float. Feet to hands. Inhale for your halfway lift. Exhale to fold. And as you inhale, let's sweep and dip into chair pose. You can take it a little bit different here. You can lift the heels off. Your choice. Sink a little deeper. Breathe in. Breathe out. You're doing really well. And inhale to rise. Take the gaze up. Exhale to release. Lovely. Let's take a few moments here. I'm going to do the other side. So we've got about 10 minutes to go. So when you're ready, just find your way back into your Tadasana. Feet apart all together, because we're going to come into Uttanasana, chair pose. A few moments here. On the other side. Okay, let's take a deep inhale. Exhale. And I want you to inhale as you dip and sweep, coming into chair pose on the other side. The sequence this time, sorry. You can go a little deeper if you want. Deep inhale. Exhale to fold. Going to inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale as we step back into plank pose. Take a deep inhale. Exhale as we lower it down through chaturanga. Open the heart. Downward facing dog. Remember to keep that space between the shoulders. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. Inhale to lift that left leg in the air this time. Let's bend the knee, bring the left foot between the hands. Drop the back knee as we come into our low lunge. So shoot the arms up. You can take the gaze up if you want. We're going to bring the hands to heart center. And when you're ready, we're going to inhale to lift into warrior two, bending into that left knee. So make your adjustments, release the arms, take the gaze over the left fingers. Going to flip that palm, reverse the warrior. And come back into warrior two, flip and reverse. And we're going to come back into warrior two. And we're going to dip that elbow, coming into side angle bend. Option to release that left arm. You want to go a little bit deeper. And we're going to come back into our warrior two. From here, we're going to lift into our triangle pose. And draw the left hand forward. Drop that left hand onto the mat. Right arm comes up. So remember your alignment here. You want that right hip to be sort of up and back. It means lifting off the mat a little bit. That's absolutely fine. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale. Take one more inhale. Exhale to release. Lift yourself back up into your warrior two. Just breathe with it. Bring the hands to heart center at prayer or flat. And we're going to come into our goddess pose, sinking into goddess pose. Let's release the arms and take it over to the right, to the left, to the right, and to the left. And you can go deeper. You can stay where you are. It's your practice. You can go crazy with the arms, whatever you need to do. Let's slowly come back into goddess pose. And you can hold it here, or you can pulse to 5, 4, 3, 2, or 1, and hold. Let's come back into warrior two. And you've got the option of sweeping back into your downward facing dog, or if you want to have a go at crow pose, again, entirely up to you. Remember, it's your practice. You can mix it up as much as you want. We're going to meet downward facing dog. Let's take 3 lines breaths here. Deep inhale. As you exhale, take the gaze between the hands, step, walk, or float, feet to hands. Inhale for halfway. Exhale to fold. Inhale to dip and sweep, coming into chair pose. One more time. Breathing, you can come onto the tiptoes, it's up to you. Sink a little deeper, it's up to you. And we're going to inhale to rise, take the arm all the way up. Exhale to release. Beautiful. We're just going to come to the top of the mat. We're just going to do a few little standing bits, and then we'll come back down for Shavasana. Just take a few breaths, and I want you to come to the top of your mat, bring the hands to the waist. I'm going to lift that right knee off. And you can take the hand around that right knee and flex that foot, rotate the ankle. Check that the left glute is engaged and you're not popping out of that left hip. And let's take that right knee out to the right, bring it back to center. And we're going to come into our warrior three pose. So pressing into that left foot. And release. And just shake it all out. We're going to do the other side. Press into that right foot, hands on the hip, bring that left knee in. You can take the hands around that left knee. Flex that foot, do a few rotations. And then release one of the hands and we take that left knee out to the right, to the left. Engage that right glute. So remember, make sure it's not locking in. Bring yourself back to center. And we're going to pivot forward into our warrior three pose. And this time we're pivoting over that left leg up behind us. Flexing like that. Remember to engage that right glute as well, keeping the hips in line if that's available. And then come all the way back up. Just work with your own body there. Coming all the way back up. And this time we're going to come into keeping legs on the other side. So we're going to be bending into that right knee. And hands to up. Keeping the back nice and neutral. Just breathe in. Easy there, guys. Slowly coming up and shaking it all out. Woo! Let's bring the feet mat distance apart, hands to heart center, and let's start coming into our yoga squat. Coming all the way down. Have a nice little bounce, side to side. Bring yourself all the way onto the mat. I'm going to stretch the legs. Coming into Dandasana just for a few breaths. Lift up, flex the feet. Just breathe in, 3. Breathe in for 2. Deep inhale for 1. And release. Coming into your butterfly fold to bring the feet together. Take a deep inhale and exhale to reach forward. Taking a few moments here. We've got about 3 minutes to go. So we're doing okay. Breathe in, exhale to fold. And we're going to stay here. 3. Let's be here for 2. Let's lift together on 1. I want you to draw the knees in and bring yourself down into your final Shavasana. So we'll be here for about a minute. Let's have a nice stretch and rest. There we go. When you're ready, You're going to start deepening the breath and slowly starting to wriggle the fingers and the toes. And let's rotate the ankles and the wrists in both directions. Take a nice big stretch. Oh. And let's bring each knee into the chest. So take your time, one by one. Beautiful. Nice little rock from side to side. Let your back have a nice little massage. And let's roll over onto our sides. Slowly bringing yourself up into your comfortable cross-legged position, keeping the eyes closed and face off. You can bring the hands to heart center or to rest on the leg. And we're going to end today's practice with our 3 clearing breaths. Just slowly bringing the thumbs to the third eye if you wish. I want to thank you all for joining me in today's practice. And just thinking about what we were talking about earlier about not sleeping particularly well, just reminds me of a James Acaster quote. He's the comedian, where he said, sleep equals no more jobs. And I find sometimes that's why my sleep isn't great, because I'm still thinking about the day and I'm still thinking about what I need to do. So maybe it is quite a good idea to start slowing it down and consciously making an attempt to just finish what you need to do for the day and start afresh the next day, but also accepting that you can't do everything in that day and some things will have to wait. And importantly, most things can wait. The inner light in me will always honor the inner light in you. Thank you so much for today's practice. Thank you very much, ladies.
Thank you, Shab.
Thanks a lot. So I'll let you know about
Shabnam.
the next classes. I'm going to be in the office tomorrow, but I might try and do one on Friday. I'll keep you guys posted.
I'd probably be keen for a Friday, and I'll be home. So
yeah, I'll let you know, actually. Brilliant. All right, nice one. Thanks for tuning in.
Friday's good.
Thanks.
Bye. Thank you.
Take care. Bye.